Right, so a few weeks ago on this channel, we spoke about a TikToker called OnlyJS, and the main thing we were talking about was the fact that she just copies people's videos. I'm talking word for word. And even more recent than that, we spoke about another situation that was very similar again with a hairstylist TikToker, again copying people's videos word for word. Well, it looks like we've now hit a hat trick, because in today's video, we're talking about a situation where TikTok is being called out for, again, copying people's videos. So the TikToker in question is Yuyi Chua and has like fashion videos on her page, as you can see, like showing off this dress, showing off these like bow butterfly corset top. You get the point. Well, recently a couple of TikTokers have actually called out Yuyi. The first one being timinskas with a video that's got 4 million views. And the second one being a TikToker called luong, who has made quite a few videos talking about the situation. The first one being on 7 million views and the rest of them being on like 4 million, 3 million, 1 million. Like, clearly a lot of people are interested in this topic. But let's start with Taylor's video, where she opens it up by saying that Yuyi has made a career out of just copying people.
I shouldn't be doing this. It's more attention. That's what she wants. But I have to rant. She's bugged, but she's gonna watch this on her alt account, so hi. This girl has built an entire platform off of copying other people. Not like taking inspo from someone. No, I mean like actually copying people, and I'm the main target. Yay. Let me show you what I mean.
So then Taylor goes on to show some examples of this, and I've got to say, the evidence is pretty convincing.
So we've seen butterfly resin tops, but this is a bow butterfly resin top.
I love a good resin top. So when I saw this bow butterfly resin top,
It's a UV reactive dress.
let's style this UV reactive dress.
It has that same pink iridescent look with all these gold accents.
See this opalescent pearly pink bag to go with. The details are
It feels like jelly.
actually like jello.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So that last one is my favorite, right? Because not only is she copying the products that she is reviewing, copying the things that she says about them, she even copied the pop pop pop.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I mean, you didn't have to do that though, did you? You didn't have to do the pop pop pop. Now look, I think it's pretty clear to me, unless this is the craziest coincidence that has ever happened, the videos were definitely copied. And Taylor even goes on to say that this isn't just like inspiration, this is just straight up plagiarism.
You get the point. It's not like, oh, I saw this one piece, I want to style it too. It's copying over and over again, saying the same words, the mannerisms. It's so creepy. I don't get building an entire platform off of someone else, and there's nothing I can really do. If you have advice, please let me know. I can't think of anything. But Yuyi, please stop.
But yeah, that was Taylor's video. Now, looking at the comment section on this video, it seems like people are definitely on Taylor's side. It's so frustrating, right? What can we do about it? There's actually a lawsuit happening in real time that's very similar. Yeah, we spoke about that a little while ago. That one's a little bit different, to be fair. That's just like Instagram pictures, and they were trying to sue someone over doing like the same poses that, yes, could have been copied, but it's like, how do you prove that someone copied a pose? But also, I'm not sure, even with Yuyi copying these videos, I'm not sure she should be fucking sued for this, okay? I think that's a bit extreme. And the reason why I say that's too extreme is because if someone gets sued for copying a TikTok video and it actually wins, then what does that mean for the future, right? If someone does a video that's similar to someone else's, can they be sued? Because the line of copying will probably end up changing over time, and then who knows to what point it gets to. I just feel like it all seems a bit much. This is the first time I've seen someone say someone's copying them and they actually are. I was not expecting it to be literally the same. I mean, yes, it was pretty much literally the same. But things did start looking even worse for Yuyi, because another TikTok, as we spoke about earlier, V, came out and also said that she has been copied.
I knew one day that the internet would come for this serial content stealer and gaslighter because I was her first ever victim. So if you haven't seen Taylor's video, she talks about how this girl, Yuyi Chua, has been building an entire platform in the hundreds of thousands of followers, often plagiarizing her content and that of other creators verbatim. And when I say verbatim, I mean word for word, mannerism for mannerism, frame for frame, verbatim, basically wearing their skin. From this plagiarized content, Yuyi has received recognition, accolades, even getting on shit like Instagram's best creators list or whatever. Where this gets real creepy is if you go through her platforms, you can see that every few months or so, Yuyi picks a new main target or victim.
Okay, I mean, that is interesting. Like, so apparently, according to V here, every few months she will just change who she's copying and be like, right, I'm copying this person for a couple of months. After that's kind of worn out, I'll copy someone else. It's a very interesting way to go about it. I mean, if that is true, then it was only a matter of time that people were going to start calling her out. She hasn't actually posted a video since all this stuff came out, so I don't know what her response is going to be. I don't know if she's going to deny it or whatever she's going to say. But V does end this first part of the multiple videos she made on this situation, basically saying that she has like a bunch of dirt that she's going to show in the next videos.
So if you want to hear all about my psycho-ass, gaslighting-ass experience with her and all the dirt I've gathered, watch the next videos.
And the next video V uploaded was actually just kind of giving her like overall thoughts thoughts on the situation.
When you're in this world and everyone's an influencer, creator, in entertainment, you all learn and recognize each other's distinct styles, video formats, just ways of saying stuff and phrasing thoughts. You can just smell just by scrolling and watching one video whether someone was inspired by you, doing their own thing, or trying to wear your skin. Yuyi, like with all the creators that followed after me, was trying to de-skin me and re-wear my skin as her own. All while being literal mutuals with me on every single platform, by the way.
Okay, so this situation's even a little bit different because they were mutuals on the platforms. In fact, V even goes on to say in like other videos that she kind of thought they were somewhat friends, like online friends, which does kind of make Yuyi's response to this seem a bit more bizarre when we get to the text messages. Now, throughout these videos, V just kind of pops up like screenshots and videos as she's talking, so it's kind of hard to like listen to what she's talking to, but then also read at the same time. So let's actually go through some of the stuff she popped up on screen in this video. So here we have a taste of the essay that she sent V, apparently, and it says, you had already involved several of your influencer friends. After I tagged you, there were still attempts at public call-outs. So this is obviously a small part of the messages that we'll see later. We then see some examples of the videos that have apparently been copied, and I mean, that is very, very similar. And then we see the screenshot of V's private story that says, it is hurtful to me for someone I considered an internet friend to blatantly replicate a content series of mine down to every something. Okay, Savage V time over. Real talk, this is just so disappointing to me because I thought she and I were friends, but this has just shown me that she is just trying to take advantage of me. Didn't mention this before, but an influencer event, she saw me and yelled, oh my god, hi V, and hugged me out of nowhere. Meanwhile, I had no clue who she was, but thought she was so nice, I followed her. And then she would always hype up my posts. Can't trust no whores, as she says in the screenshot. But this next video is where we really get to see like what videos were copied. So V starts off by showing an example of a series that she did that was completely copied.
Back in 2020/2021, I put out a viral multi-part video series called Bad Bitch Confidence Tips, and you guys might have seen it. It went super viral. In it were all my original thoughts and phrasing. I used my friend/mutual's original sound that just came out. I edited it and moved into them a certain way. And I was super proud of these videos. They were one of the best manifestations at the time of my self-improvement, kind of self-love, digital big sis mission. A couple weeks later, I'm scrolling my feed and I see this. Unfortunately, she has wiped the original.
Okay, right. Yes, straight away. Looks copied. So if we're looking at these videos, you can see in the caption, it's like bad bish tips. And she is kind of like moving in a specific way. You can see kind of how it's shot with the text on screen. And then if we look at Yuyi's video, it's bad bitty tips instead of bad bish tips. And yeah, I mean, she's moving in the same way. It's shot the exact same. With the door in the background, that's the exact same, like to a T. Oh yeah, not only does it say bad bitty tips in the caption, obviously the text on screen is bad bitch confidence tips, which is the name of the series. We then see some text messages of these friends like reaching out to her, like replying to the story saying, no, that's actually like yours, what the fuck, I know, oh my god, I know if you look on Yuyi Chua on TikTok, let me just comment like, oh my god, this video looks like V Luong. And then we actually get a screenshot of V reaching out to Yuyi to ask about this and says, hey girl, I just saw this reel and wanted to ask you about it since it's word for word a TikTok I made very recently. I totally understand if you feel inspired, but effing down to the song choice is the same. Oh, okay, right, so we didn't hear audio in the clip that we saw, but apparently it's the same song choice, which V says is one of her actual friend's songs that she used in the videos. It is also titled the same way as my series that I now have 5 parts on. I was hoping you have an explanation for this. And before we get to Yuyi's response, we then get another example of a video that was copied. I mean, again, it is exactly the same. The text on screen is the exact same. I assume the music's the same. I would have had to change it in the video because it's copyrighted. It's enough one bites the dust, but it matches like the rhythm of the song, the way they kind of pause. So I assume it's the same song. And I mean, if we just skim through here, it is literally identical. They're doing the exact same head motion, then the exact same face, same thing with the hands, the exact same. Sorry, I feel like I'm like some type of sports commentator now, like slowing down the plane, analyzing it and seeing the tactics. But I mean, you get the point, right? It's definitely copied. And V even goes on to say that they were identical copies and says that she actually reached out to Yuyi, but she just kind of like gaslit her.
At this point, I'm not trying to give her a pass because I figure, oh, she knows we're mutual. She can't be stupid enough to plagiarize my videos. But after she uploads like 3 or 4 identical plagiarized videos one by one after I post each of mine one by one, I'm like, what the literal fuck? So I go confront her in what becomes the most psycho-ass, gaslighting-ass confrontation conversation I've ever seen.
Okay, now that brings us to the last part of this video. V starts off by showing yet again another example of a different creator that she had copied. It shows up in the video really quickly, so I'll slowly skim through, but it's something to do with these strawberries that they put in in the hair. Yeah, again, look, from everything that we've seen so far, it seems like it was definitely copied. We then see another series that V did that Yuyi copied, and it's called Best Places to Take IG Pics No Matter What City You're In. Pretty much the same text on screen on Yuyi's video. It says here that she would use the same songs, tags, and text and all that stuff. And then we finally get to see Yuyi's response that is just simply, "Hey girl, I'll be sure to tag you in posts inspired by you." Which I've got to say is a bit of a wild response, because it's not like, oh, right, sorry, I didn't realize that you wouldn't be okay with that. Like, what do you want me to do about it? It's just like, I'll tag you, I guess. We then get to see V's response to this message that says, "Integrity when it comes to content creation is a thing, and it is hurtful to me for someone I considered an internet friend to blatantly replicate a content series of mine down to every single aspect of the video. Did you not expect me to see it?" V then goes on to say that Yuyi just kind of ignored her. After this, she shows like more close friend stories where she's saying, "Bish still hasn't responded to me, lol. Do we think she's hiding? What do we do?" We then get to see more private stories that say, "I would also like to clarify that I have zero issues with taking inspiration / having similar videos. At the end of the day, people have the same ideas. I also won't ever publicly expose anyone unless I'm threatened with something. But homegirl, the following things are the same / identical. The title, the caption, the hashtags, the 4 series of text in the video, the sounds used, the angle, the movements, the background. If you go on a TikTok, she even removed the comments / placed a filter on my name." Then again, we get to see more messages that V had sent to Yuyi saying, "I also wanted to say thank you for tagging me, but I also think you need to understand that a lot of this doesn't feel right. The exact replica, the copy of a series, the lack of accountability, the deleting of comments / filtering out of my name, etc. If the situation was flipped, how would you feel? No hate whatsoever, because I still have respect for you, seeing as we have followed each other for a long time, but I would appreciate if I could be extended the same respect and encourage you to also explore spinning it in a way that makes it your own. I do not want to make this public because that is not what my personal brand is about, but I would feel better if you could give the same respect by responding to my DMs." And then we get to see Yuyi's response, which is, "I appreciate that you've reached out to me, but honestly, I have not seen any attempts to open dialogue with me in good faith. Before you give me a chance to respond, you've already involved several of your influencer friends. After I had tagged you, there was still attempts at public call out. I want to believe that you have meaningful intentions, but at the same time, your last message is a kindly worded threat. On TikTok, many people do the same dances, lip sync to the same lyrics, and recreate the same video ideas. This is part of the TikTok culture, and that's why TikTok trends exist." Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a big difference between copying a TikTok trend and just copying someone's like mannerisms, the text, the music, just the whole video itself, the whole like framing of the video, the same background. Like, you even put a door in the background just because V did it. That's what it looks like to me, at least. Like, it's very different. You can't lay claim to a popular TikTok song or a popular simple idea that appears in many videos, websites, and articles. I had already filmed my videos to this sound a few weeks ago, so I didn't set out to replicate your video. Okay, so she's now saying that she was going to use this sound like before V did. Again, it doesn't really matter because the whole video was copied, right? Nor is it an exact replica. I don't know, like, I tagged you because I respect you, and I want to assure you that my series will be my own. I don't feel that further dragging out this conversation will be productive. I appreciate your respect for my time. And in fact, there's actually a caption on this picture that V's put on saying the sound wasn't even out a few weeks ago. I mean, we don't have any way of really proving that because we don't even know what the sound was realistically. But also she said, if you filmed it weeks ago, why is it all worded the exact same as mine? Then V goes on to explain that before she had a chance to screenshot all the messages, she was actually blocked, and then she goes on to say that Yuyi accused her of like using her like influencer power to bully her.
Before I had the chance to screenshot all of them, she blocked me on literally every single platform. But essentially, she sent me a bunch of more essays, essentially accusing me of using my influencer power to bully a working college student busy with finals.
Okay, now let's have a look at these text messages again. This is from V to like her friend, I assume, where she's like explaining the messages, but we don't have screenshots of the messages specifically. And it says, "I know," and how she was all like, "Please respect my time. I have finals, okay? I also did college finals, worked a full-time job while doing a side hustle, etc. Don't go trying to say I'm being disrespectful of how busy you are." Also, how that Yuyi girl was like, "You sent all your influencer friends after me." Number 1, I did not. They did it on their own, including so-and-so. 2, you're also an influencer. Why you played the victim? Okay, so she's basically just kind of like ranting with her friend about the situation. But then V goes on to end this series of videos by giving her like overall conclusion on it.
1, she was someone I knew. I mean, she love bombed me, so I should have known better, I guess. 2, I was just not as strong back then, and after this, I really started second guessing myself, like, oh, maybe I am the crazy one. And 3, I was super proud of that video series. I think TikTok's digital big sister, and this experience just kind of tainted it. I was really never the same afterwards. Moral of the story: watch out for Yuyi Chua and anyone like her, because they'll copy your life and then make you feel crazy about it.
And that is all the videos at this point. Like I said, Yuyi hasn't responded since this, but she's definitely seen it according to the comments, because someone commented saying, "No, you tagged the wrong Yuyi," to which V replied saying, "She blocked me today, so I wasn't able to see her real account." So according to V, Yuyi blocked her on TikTok after these videos were made. So she has seen it. I would have guessed that anyways. She hasn't responded on any videos yet, so I don't know if she will. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on everything we spoke about. And we're going to leave it there. That is the situation up to this point. And if you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like and a subscribe, all that stuff. And until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.